So this is my new Land Rover Defender that I recently bought from BTA, and
yes, I am currently on the side of the road, broken down in a Land Rover. Oh man.
So before we cut to me at the side of the road broken down, let me paint the picture a bit, give you a bit of context about what's going on here. So for those that don't know, this is my new Defender that I bought as my new sort of daily driver. We've got it into urban, got a full body kit on it. I was driving it and I'm on my way to get the car wrapped. And slowly over the morning, things started going wrong. And then all of a sudden, the gearbox starts playing up. The car's gone into neutral. I can't get it out of gear. I was on the phone at the time, like on a call as I was driving along. And I'm like, look, I've got to end this call. My car just broke down. I've managed to pull it over into a lay-by on the side of the road, which was, you know, luckily, and the car's just conked out and it's just died. So yeah, disaster. I'm gutted, as you can imagine. Now there is kind of two reasons or potential reasons why this has happened. One, problem with something that I've done, which we'll get into shortly, or two, just a problem with, you know, Land Rover Defenders in general. And hopefully by the end of this video, we will conclude that.
Let's now go back to me at the side of the road.
We have a whole load of lights on the dash. The hazard lights, I've just turned them on, but they're fixed. They're just on solid. I'm sort of here on the A5 between Dunstable and Milton Keynes on my way to Binker. Got loads of fuel, so it's not another situation like the Jag that we had breakdown years ago where it ran out of fuel. ABS light, just loads of lights. Okay to drive with caution, suspension fault detected, hill descent control not available. There's also a battery light on. It started off with a battery light.
I think I know what the problem is. So I was driving this car yesterday. It was absolutely chucking it down with rain. And I went through a huge puddle and it covered, in fact, you'll see the mud and everything on the roof of the car. And if I can get out shortly, it's a bit of a dodgy spot to get out of the car. I went through this huge puddle. It was fine. I didn't know the puddle was as big as it was until I drove through it. Threw loads of water all over the car and I thought, yeah, I hope that's all right. And continued on the journey. It was fine. Got home, parked the car up, got in it this morning, used a remote start thing on the app to start the engine and get it warm. It started up fine. Got in it this morning after it warmed up and it had cut out. And I thought, well, how did it cut out? It's never done that before. I then drove it and then this battery light's come on. I thought, well, maybe it's got a battery fault. And then that's progressively got worse. I've been out and about all morning, done a few miles in it. And I was just driving on the phone to a friend and it's just, the gearbox has stopped working and it's not, yeah, it's just not playing ball. So I now need to conclude how I'm going to get myself and this car off the side of the road, not just to Binker, but also to get it fixed. I need to work out what the problem is. Also, additionally to that is, the easiest way, that's what I was going to say, the easiest way of me getting myself and this car to Binker is obviously driving the car. But
if I press lock, press unlock, like none of this is working. As I was driving this morning, the heated seats weren't working. It's a cold day. It ain't so cold now, it's 8 degrees, but early this morning when it was pitch black, it was freezing cold. So I tried putting my heated steering wheel on, that didn't work. Heated seats didn't work. Right now the dash is on, yeah. Engine start stop, doesn't do nothing. We literally got nothing.
Not the best place to break down, but we don't pick where we break down, do we? Can't park there, mate. Can't park there. Nah, to be fair, it is in a lay-by. It's off the road. It's just probably not the best place for a recovery truck. That's it, we've got a gap, we've got a gap. Quick, jump out. Jump out.
Yes, we are in a Land Rover and we've broke down. This video is going to do well. Oh, hold on, a phone call. That might be Land Rover. Go back to landscape mode. So yeah, that was actually Land Rover break. There weren't even a break, there was like customer services, so they know that my car's broke down and they've called me straight away to say, they actually texted me to say, we're going to call you shortly, hope you're all right. And if we can be of any assistance, let us know. But they've just called to say, do you need any help? I said, no, I've got breakdown cover. You can get Land Rover breakdown cover, which I don't have. I've just got normal, I've got recovery trucks, I've got recovery drivers that work for me, but I also have something with the bank, maybe it's green flag, RACAA, I don't know which one it is. But either way, oh, I won't have an issue getting it recovered. It's just annoying, isn't it? I want to know what's wrong with it. I actually had a customer recently that went through a big puddle. He told me, I went through a big puddle in a Land Rover and the car's now stopped working and I want you to fix it. And I was like, no, I'm not fixing your car because you went through a puddle. He's like, well, it's a Land Rover, I should be able to go through a puddle. I was like, I get that, it's disappointing that you've been through a puddle in a Land Rover, but there is an element of you need to take responsibility for your own driving actions. If I take my Porsche to the racetrack and melt my brakes, well, that's what happens when you cook, you overuse your brakes on the car, they're going to be cooked. So I am responsible for the puddle that I drove through last night, although I didn't do it intentionally. Maybe I should have. Irrelevant, innit? It's irrelevant. As soon as it happened, I was on the phone to my mate and I was like, Nick, I'm going to have to end the call here because I'm currently sat on the side of the road in a Land Rover and I've just broke down. He's like, no way, joking, what a nightmare. I was like, it's cool. We'll continue the conversation when I'm done. But all I'm thinking is, this is going to make a great YouTube video. So let me continue with exploring options, with getting a driver to pick me up. And then I'll come back to you shortly to let you know what I've concluded. Oh, by the way, the mud, you can see, look. It literally went all the way up there and it's on the roof. So, yeah, the car now needs a clean. Looks good though, doesn't it? Only about a dirty Land Rover, it just looks right. I don't know, I'm finding this funny. This is jokes. How? Do you know what's more funny? Is I uploaded a video recently and everyone's just moaning about how bad Land Rovers are and I constantly defend them. I'm constantly like, nah, they're great cars, they're brilliant. And they actually are. I say that. They're good cars. We sell loads of them. We generally don't have problems, right? We've had a fair share of problems with Land Rovers, but we have problems with every car, right? Ironically, I have just broken down in my own Land Rover. This just couldn't be any better, hence the smiles. There's a coffee shop just up the road. Maybe I should leave my car here and go for a little walk. In fairness, continuing on that conversation, the issue here is me, and it's not Land Rover. So, much as we all want to have a pop, then there is a debate that it should have been capable. It wasn't that big a puddle. It was not that big a puddle. It should have been capable of going through that puddle. Then maybe, just maybe, I should have slowed down a little bit and considered that puddle could have damaged my car. But is it driver error or is it Land Rover error? I'll let you lot decide in the comments below.
So whilst you lot have a guess at whether you think I'm at fault for driving through the puddle, or it's just a typical / common Land Rover fault, I need to work out how I'm getting myself and my car collected from the side of the road. And my first port of call is Instagram.
By the way, I might need a recovery truck. If anyone's between Dunstable and Milton Keynes with an empty truck that can carry a heavy car, get in my DMs, I need you ASAP.
And whilst that's getting a few views, I decided to pop into Starbucks to grab myself a coffee.
So I just had a coffee and I'm walking back to the car now. We've not yet concluded how we're getting me in the car from here to location B. We'll get to that shortly. I was just thinking, whilst I'm here, I may as well, use this as an opportunity to make some money. So if anyone's got a Land Rover they want to sell, like seriously, I like to buy a Land Rover, especially a Defender. If you've got a Defender you want to sell, despite the issues they have. Do you know what's actually proper funny? Something's just sprung to mind. I messaged my warranty guy last night and said, just out of curiosity, how much is the warranty for my car? Because I think I'm going to get one. And he gave me a price, but I didn't buy the warranty. Maybe I should have bought the warranty. He got himself out of trouble there. But then saying that, this is driver error. So assuming it is, it could just be a problem. I'm saying it could be the puddle. That could just be a coincidence. It could be something completely different. Something might have failed. We'll find out later in the video. But Yeah. He dodged the bullet there though. But yeah, if anyone's got a Land Rover they want to sell, reach out to us. I want to buy black Defenders. I love them. I do genuinely. I think they're great. They're a cool car. As I've stood here on the side of the road, so many have passed me, and I look at them and think they're just so cool. They're unique, aren't they? They're super unique. In fact, there's a Defender coming past us right now. Look, difference between that one and my one is that one works. Yeah, reach out. Urban ones, non-urban ones. And what's also funny about this is I've just picked this car up yesterday. This is my new car. I'm so excited about it. I'm super happy about driving it. Really, really enjoying it. I was anyway. Got the full urban kit now, look. It's all looking good. Tyre, cover, mud flaps, wide arches, rear lights, front canards, spoiler, all of that wonderful stuff. I bought it from BCA, by the way. And when I bought it, I done a car vertical check. May as well throw them in now. When I bought it, the reg was SK21ATA. And it's done 48,000 miles. And if you look at the car vertical check, I'll put it on the screen now, you'll see that it is all green ticks. When you buy a used car, make sure you do your car vertical check. Super important. I do it on every single car that I buy. It won't tell you if it's got lights on the dash. It won't tell you if the engine starts and drives. You need to do that yourself. But it will tell you if it's got finance outstanding, if it's been in previous accident damage, if it's been stolen before, just all of the real important stuff about your car. So when you buy it, you know you've got absolute peace of mind on all the background history of that car. This car, you can see I think it's got one former keeper from you, maybe two. I might be the third. I'll show you now. Again, that will be on the car vertical, but it is all green ticks. It's all clear. And if you do a car vertical, I keep saying if, when you do a car vertical check, because you will do one, whatever car you buy, whether it's one of them, or a van, you will do a car vertical check. Use my code CCD to get 20% off, because we all have to save a few quid, didn't we? So, yeah, BM. Luckily, I do also have a BM. That's what I'm going to be driving. Everyone's at Binker at the minute. They're trying to work out a quick solution to get me from here to Binker. So, as soon as I've concluded that, we'll come back to you. But, yeah, for now, it's cold. And I'm here on the A5 with my beloved Defender. So, I've got a friend who owns a car dealership literally just up the road here, and I just called him. So don't suppose you're around. He said, yes, I'll come and get you now, Calvin. So easy as that. And he's got a big truck as well, so it's the perfect tool for the job. The next chapter of the journey is obviously going to be finding out what the problem is and who's at fault. I think I'm at fault. I also think, I've been thinking about this situation with this customer who had the same issue. I was thinking, if I went for a puddle, I just couldn't bring it to myself to call the person that I bought the car off and say, I went for a puddle last night and I want you to give me money. I want you to fix my car. I said to the customer, you need to claim on your insurance. That's what you need to do. Which worst case I'll have to do. Which I don't think, whatever this problem is, the engine still works. The gearbox, actually the gearbox doesn't work. But either way, I'll be paying for it out of my own pocket. But there is still the thought in the back of my mind that this could just be a coincidence, as I just mentioned, and it could be a Land Rover problem. I say a Land Rover problem, I mean like a common Land Rover problem. We'll soon find out. Let's get on the back of the truck.
And on that note, the recovery truck has just arrived. A fellow car trader, Aaron from Prayers.
Here we go. Shout out, Jim. Subscribe to the channel, just pulled up, offered help. Literally at the same time as our recovery truck's pulled up. Perfect tool for the job, that is. Somehow I've got to get the car in neutral. I'm sure he'll know what he's doing. Let's get on it. What's that? No, it won't start. It's not doing nothing. Lights come on the dash. I went for a puddle last night, basically. And yeah, I reckon it's the puddle. Dude, it weren't that big a puddle. So he's literally just said, he reckons he just needs a battery. He sells a few Land Rovers. Say that again?
2 minutes max, we'll just stick a jump pack on it.
Yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll try a jump pack.
So Aaron explained that there are two potential solutions to this problem. One of them is a cheaper solution and the other is expensive. Solution number one is the battery and or alternator. That's the cheaper option. And the second solution is, because this car is a mild hybrid, they have a DC to DC converter, which if it was this, it would be an absolute pain for two reasons. One, because it's such a common issue, they're on back order at Land Rover, and two, they're expensive. Aaron decided to call his mechanic down with his diagnostic computer to see if they can dig further.
You alright, yeah? I'm filming, yeah, just to pre-warn you. Good, yeah?
Yeah, mate, you?
Yeah. So, in theory, if this starts now, it's the alternator, yeah?
Or they've got an inverter.
It's a diesel. It's a diesel. Oh, sorry. It's going to start. So your conclusion is it's an alternator? Or the inverter?
Let's plug it in.
What's that? The question that everyone's going to have on YouTube is it my fault because I drove it through a big puddle, or is it just a general Land Rover problem? We yet... Really? And where is that located on the car? Oh, is it? So that could have got wet then? It could have been exposed? Oh, really? Yo! Sorry. Come on. Does it work with the door open? My M5 don't go in ski with the door open.
Please drive with the bonnet open. The door. Yeah. Double click. Yeah.
All right. Action. All filmed on an iPhone. That's where modern technology is good. So if we didn't have an iPhone, we didn't have YouTube, none of this would have been worth doing, or possible even, and worth doing. It's entertainment. We all love a bit of bad news. Bad news is always good news on social media. I say it all the time. Thing is, because it's wide, obviously with the urban kit, it is tight, even on that huge truck. There it is, done. There we go. We're one step closer. So it has got an inverter?
Yeah, it has got an inverter on it. When you've got loads of voltage faults, which you're going to, because it's not very happy. But then you've got that DC-DC converter, which is really common on these Defenders, going wrong.
What is that? An expensive problem then? If that
fairly, and you can only get it from Land Rover.
Really?
Yeah.
And they don't have them in stock?
No.
Not likely.
They have to decide whether they want to sell it to you or not.
Why though?
I don't know.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. We had one before. It took us a few weeks to get them to release it. Although they had it on the shelf, they wouldn't release it first.
That's random, isn't it?
Yeah, weird.
So we're hoping it's an alternator.
Yeah.
So we're going to do the alternator first. You guys can do that, yeah?
Speak to
I'll speak to Aaron, yeah. He did say if they've got one, they'll do it. So that's good. Wicked. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Thank you very much. Cheers.
So when we hit the road, Aaron called a friend of his who's an auto electrician who is also very familiar with Land Rovers to see if he could help with getting to the bottom of the problem with our Defender.
So he can sort it out, yeah?
Cleverest guy.
Really? Is he in Milton Keynes then?
He's so clever.
Really? What does he do then?
He's a bit like, he's unbelievable.
Whereabouts in Milton Keynes is he?
Edge.
Wicked.
So he dropped it off to him and he quickly discovered that it definitely needs a DC to DC converter, which of course was the more expensive job out of the two. So I headed over to Land Rover in Milton Keynes and immediately placed an order for one. But they did advise that they couldn't give an exact arrival date purely because these things are in such high demand. And obviously the thing that I cared about most was, well, one, how soon could I get my car back on the road? And two, how much was this all going to cost? We'll conclude the cost shortly. For now, I have got some good news about the arrival date for our new module. So good news. I've just got off the phone to Land Rover and they've said that basically the module has arrived already. It's been like probably 4 or 5 days. So nowhere near as long as we expected at all. So we're gonna go grab that, get the car and the module back to Binker, and then we could fit it here at Binker and hope that that fixes the problem.
Back there, we'll talk about that shortly, but with all this trouble that we've had go on with the Defender, I've been thinking, I think I'm just going to give it away on Planet of Dreams, and that might seem a bit crazy to everyone because I've just bought it, it's my new car, and you know, why are you just giving up on it already? And then I thought, you know, I don't think I'll do that to you lot. Like, if I'm going to give away a Defender on Planet of Dreams, it needs to be one that ain't going to break. So a more reliable option would be one that's made out of Lego. And conveniently, I was in John Lewis the other day, and this was on the side. And it looked like a customer had gone to buy it, and I was looking at it over on the side, and I was thinking, someone's not bought that. That is definitely better built than my Defender. And that would probably make a great prize for someone on Planet Dreams. So I said, mate, how much is that? And I think it was just over 200 quid. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna buy that, I'm gonna chuck that in this video, I'm gonna give it away on Planet Dreams. 1p an entry, you can get one for free. I'm going to announce the winner of it this Sunday. I'm also announcing the winner of the Merc 320 CE, lowered AMG body kit, AMG wheels, automatic gearbox, straight 6 engine, beautiful thing that is. So if you want a real car that ain't going to let you down, the Merc's available. If you want a Defender that ain't going to let you down, well, we've got the Lego one available as well, all right? So I'm going to be going live myself on Sunday on the Planet of Dreams Instagram at 9 PM, all right? To announce winners of them 2 prizes. I think there's some more prizes as well. Planet of Dreams will be linked below. Get your entries and good luck.
In control secure, just speaking, how can I help?
Hi there, all I'm trying to achieve is I can't access my app because it's got the theft alert on it saying that the features have been temporarily disabled. Are you able to remove that so I can get into my app?
Yeah, that's fine. What's the reg?
It's D24LER.
Perfect. I'll reset the theft alert now for you. It just takes a couple of minutes to go back to normal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Sorted. So we've got the sensor. It took a few days. Was apparently on back order, but Land Rover Milton Keynes been on it, and we're currently stood in the freezing cold at Binker. The boys are in the boot because the sensor is apparently in the boot. I say apparently, it is in the boot. So they've started work with that. I say sensor, it's more of a module than it is a sensor. That's it, we can get back on the app now. We're trying to put the app or the car into service mode. My God, it is cold. So Chris, we want to put the car in service mode, yeah? Security, ignition on, engine off. But it's saying do it in the car basically. Press the EPB release button. So the thing is, we're going to fit this sensor. Computer telling us that it could be this. But of course with cars, that's not always right. So we're going to fit the sensor, hope the car is all perfect and works correctly. But if it's not that, then there will be more cost to come and more of a journey ahead. We shall see. Vehicle settings, service mode. There you go.
Perfect.
Done. Until tomorrow, yes, apply. Service mode activated. Well, oh no. Service mode was not enabled. Hold on, let's try again. Can we just show everyone in the boot, just show you what you're doing? What is it? What's this thing that was replacing? And oh, it's quite a big thing then, isn't it? So that does, I mean, it don't look cheap. So that's it there. And the old one, where's the old one, Chris? That's it there, underneath that.
Yeah, the 3 cables on top and then the plug. That's it, that one there.
So that all that plastic casing's got to come out and it's just below there, yeah?
Yeah. And there's a load of ducts as well. Looks like there's a fan that keeps it cool at the back.
Okay, yeah.
There's a load of ducting, all this ducting.
Yeah, I can see, yeah. Oh, right.
Unclipped.
So the question is, could this have got wet when I went through a big puddle?
No. Not unless you've got a hole in your floor.
Yeah, which, could the water have got down that duct?
No.
Surely not.
No.
Okay, well let's hope this sorts it. So the boys are gonna fit that now.
and then we're going to get an auto electrician out to code the new module to the car, and then obviously hope that that solves the problem. And I can start using my Defender again. It's just apparently snowing next week, so perfect Defender weather if it's working.
So the boys fitted it, put it all back together, and then handed me the keys in the hope that that would be the end of it.
The lights are on. It's apparently now working. So I'm told to take it for a quick spin to see if it works. Now, I was also told that this module needs programming once it's been fitted, and there's no way will it work until it's been programmed. So we're all quite surprised that the car is starting, driving, and doing everything as it should without this new module being programmed to the car. So I'm expecting that when I get down the road we might break down again, so get your popcorn ready. But so far we've got no lights on the dash, everything's working as it should. In fact, when I broke down, I think the heated seats weren't working, so let's get them on. This issue started with a battery light. That was the first thing we noticed. Give them a bit of a wash. And then slowly more and more lights came on the dash. Then eventually it came out of gear and I couldn't get it into gear. By the way, we just put a new battery on it as well, because the battery had lost all charge. I'm guessing that was sort of part of the problem. We plugged it in, it is showing a couple of faults. It is showing a couple of faults, but not faults that are related to this battery issue. So we've cleared all the faults. We're driving it now, and heated seats getting warm. I don't want to speak too soon, but it seems to be fine. Oh no. Oh no. I'm joking. It's fine. I'm a bit speechless. I'm speechless because I'm expecting it to break down. I might take it home tonight, and let's see if we can get home and back to work tomorrow without breaking down. Because I can't sit here and say, yeah, it's fixed now, and videos come to an end, because I'm not convinced. The auto electrician, right now, I can't get hold of him. I did just try calling him. I can't get hold of him. But it'd be interesting to get his take on whether this needs adapting to the car.
So the car was driving alright, and from there I did manage to complete that mission of dropping the car to Hearts Tints and Wraps to get the vinyl wrap done. But as I was handing them the keys, I noticed another problem with the car.
Just about to leave the Defender, and we've noticed another problem. We've got one headlight not working. So typical Land Rover stuff, things going wrong, but luckily the boys here can fix it.
This does of course mean more cost, and there is some additional cost as well. The auto electrician that we dealt with earlier in the video is adamant that we need to get the car back to him so we can code the new DC to DC converter module to our car. What a bloody palaver.
And now we are back at Bincar, and as you can see, the car is all done. It's been wrapped, it's looking good, and it is starting and driving and running perfectly now. Now, because I bought this car from BCA as a used car dealer, when you buy from a wholesaler at an auction, you do that at your own risk. I bought it at trade money, so of course it doesn't come with a warranty, right? It also has no manufacturer warranty, but I do have a bit of news about the warranty company that I mentioned earlier in the video. Sorry, we've got some building work going on over there, but we're not going to show you because we're going to save that for Sunday's video. The solution to the problem was, of course, that new DC to DC converter, which has now been coded to the car, and it's all good. The cost to buy that DC to DC converter was in the region of £900. I think Land Rover did give us a bit of discount as well. So 900 quid including VAT. The cost to get the module coded to the car, the auto electrician done it to us for £200 plus VAT. So that weren't bad either. The headlight issue was this little module here. I say module, we use the word module a lot. This little sensor type thing. That is from inside that headlight. This is still the same headlight. We replaced that. The cost to do that with the labour was 350 quid. So all in all, we're over £1,000 worth of repairs to get the car where it is today. All of these problems just appeared out of nowhere. In fairness to BCA, they could never have known any of these issues were there because they weren't there when I picked up the car. I drove the car for about 1,000 miles after picking it up, and none of these problems arose. Now there is this big question that these issues could have come up off the back of me going through that big puddle. But we've concluded that there's absolutely no way could that big puddle have got into the boot of the car and soaked that module. In fact, the module wasn't even wet, it was dry, and caused it to fail. So that is not the case. This is a very well-known common problem with Land Rover Defenders, and I think if you're going to buy one, either hope that it has been done or expect that it might need doing in the coming future. This car is a 21 plate car, it's done about 50,000 miles, so it gives you an idea of maybe when you can expect for it to fail. Now, as mentioned earlier in the video, I messaged my warranty company asking for a price for a warranty on my new car. We use them here at Bincar. They're a great company. Customers buy them a lot. They're really, really good. They don't moan when there's a claim. They're not difficult to get a claim out of. When there's a black and white problem, it's a black and white payout. I've messaged my guy to say, how much is a warranty? He's actually replied to me at the point of filming earlier when the penny dropped in my head, and I was like, oh, I messaged him. He replied to me, said, Cal, I've done your deal, I've stuck it on your account and I've activated your warranty for you. I didn't see that message until after then. And after filming, I saw it and I was like, I can't believe this. I called him and said, look, you don't need to honour this because the car's literally just broken down. Like genuinely, it's just broken down. He's like, nah, we're gonna honour it. So send us the bills and we'll pay out for it. So I have activated this warranty. I have paid for that warranty, of course. It's a 3-year warranty with the car, and they've paid out to repair all of these problems. So a big thank you to my warranty company, Warranty First. So I think the moral of the story is, and I say this a lot in videos, is if you buy a car that's not under manufacturer warranty, buy a warranty. That will give you peace of mind. And if the car fails, well, it ain't your problem. I know you've got to pay for the warranty when you buy the car and there's a bit of cost involved, but you're buying peace of mind. And if you're buying peace of mind with a company that's reputable, there's plenty of them out there, then it's money well spent. I think that's everything. This old module can go in the bin. I can now begin driving my Defender and my M5 because that's done as well. Big shout out to Hearts Tints and Wrap, by the way, for wrapping these two cars. Enter reg link below if you're a car dealer, you're not on board with that yet, get on board. Car vertical link below as well. Code CCD when you do a car vertical check to get 20% off. And the Lego Defender, good luck with that on Sunday, and the red Merc, which is actually parked over there. I won't show you because again, don't want to show you too much of the yard. Video coming Sunday to reveal all of that. And yeah, the Merc's going on Sunday as well, all right? Good luck for everything, good luck with life, and good luck hitting that subscribe button and that like button because that's doing me a favour, and I also like a bit of good luck. See you later.